And you were touching a little bit on some of the plant extracts. If we could talk about that a little more specifically, I think with the current times, a lot of people are looking for more things to strengthen their immune health. And I think a lot of the plant extracts that we have in there um, are rich in nutrients that would also strengthen your immune system. Would you agree?
Yeah, and again, that's a function really of that combination of not just having a multi, not just having some plant foods, but it's the combination of both.
Yeah.
Because when we look at immunity, and I've done quite a lot of work on that this year because we think it's such a critical, this is in the putting on my researcher's hat, we think it's such a critical thing that's not being discussed enough, is that we have some pretty serious health challenges in the world right now, and they're going to spring up from time to time.
Yeah.
And we know that if we're more resilient, if we're more resistant to infections, then there's going to be far better outcomes on a societal level, right?
Yeah.
And if I go back to one of the things I was initially talking about, it's that we know there's pretty good data showing that a lot of people don't get enough of certain key nutrients.
Uh-huh.
And those are things like vitamin A, D, zinc, maybe, mixed vitamin E's and things like that. But even just focusing on A, D, and zinc, which are typically fairly insufficient in the diet for a lot of people, those are immediately some of the key cofactors in immune function.
Yeah.
And so we can already see that, hey, there's a lot of people not necessarily sufficient in that through their diet. We know that those are key cofactors for immunity. And so we remove ourselves and looking at it pragmatically and scientifically from the idea that, well, you take these certain things and you're going to boost your immune system and make yourself immune to all these things. Now, that's not what we're saying. We're basically saying that, hey, you need to be replete in these nutrients for your body to work properly.
Yeah.
And one of the systems of your body, the immune system, doesn't work correctly unless it's got these nutrients.
Yeah.
And there are other things as well that have been demonstrated to help with that immune modulation.
Yeah.
Bioflavonoids, again, from plant foods.
Right.
And they're in a range of different plants, and they're all different. There's a lot of different plant chemicals that can be positive for health, but they're in different ratios, different amounts, and there's different types and all sorts of plant foods. So that's why we have a large spread of different foods. We have various high antioxidant berries like goji berry and, black currants and all sorts of things that are also very high in antioxidant chemicals. And although antioxidants themselves are not all that effective, contrary to popular belief, they work by helping cells to modulate their activity, and they work by working in concert, basically, to allow for endogenous or internal antioxidant systems to work more effectively. Now, all of that works together. So we're basically looking at oxidation and inflammation, all these various things as being critical cofactors of how resilient we can be and how good our immune function can be over time.